won't believe what this curious cat did in just 2 seconds. It's a moment that will make you laugh and cringe at the same time. The cat was exploring its surroundings, wandering around the house, when it stumbled upon a bag of flour that was left on the kitchen counter. Without hesitation, the cat decided to investigate further, and in a split second, it jumped onto the counter, knocked over the bag, and covered itself in a thick layer of white powder. The result was a cat that looked like a ghost, with flour covering its furred paws and even its little nose. It was a mess, and the cat probably had instant regret, wondering what it had just gotten itself into. This isn't an isolated incident. There are many pets out there who have made huge mistakes, and their owners have been kind enough to share their stories with the world. Like the dog who decided to eat a whole box of chocolates, not knowing that it would make him very sick. The dog's owner had left the chocolates on the coffee table, and when she turned her back, the dog saw an opportunity to indulge in something sweet. Little did he know, chocolate is toxic to dogs, and eating a whole box would put him in a lot of pain. The owner was shocked when she saw what had happened, and she immediately rushed her dog to the vet. Luckily, the dog was okay, but it was a close call, and the owner made sure to keep a closer eye on her pet from then on. Then there's the story of a parrot who learned how to open its cage, and once it was out, it decided to explore the house. The parrot flew around, chirping and squawking, until it landed on the kitchen counter, where it found a bag of coffee beans. The parrot, being curious, decided to investigate further, and it started to chew on the coffee beans. The owner was shocked when she saw what was happening, and she quickly tried to shoo the parrot away. But it was too late. The parrot had already ingested some of the coffee, and it was starting to get a little hyper. The owner had to chase the parrot around the house, trying to catch it, until it finally calmed down. It was a chaotic scene, and the owner was relieved when it was all over. These stories might make you laugh, but they also highlight the importance of keeping a close eye on your pets. Pets are naturally curious, and they will often get into trouble if they're not supervised. So, if you're a pet owner, make sure to keep an eye on your furry friend, especially when they're in a new environment. And if you're thinking of getting a pet, be prepared for the unexpected, because you never know what they might get up to. From knocking over vases to chewing on shoes, pets have a way of getting into trouble, and it's up to us to keep them safe. But even with the best supervision, accidents can still happen. Like the story of a hamster who escaped from its cage and found its way into the walls of the house. The hamster had been chewing on the bars of its cage, and eventually it managed to break free. The owner was frantic, searching the house from top to bottom, but there was no sign of the hamster. It wasn't until they heard a faint scratching sound coming from the walls that they realized where the hamster was. The owner had to call a professional to help them get the hamster out, and it was a long and difficult process. But eventually, they were reunited with their beloved pet, and they made sure to hamster-proof their house to prevent anything like that from happening again. As you can see, pets are capable of getting into all sorts of trouble, and it's up to us to keep them safe. So, the next time you see your pet getting into mischief, just remember, it's all part of the fun of being a pet owner. And if you're looking for more stories like these, be sure to check out our next video, where we'll be sharing even more hilarious and chaotic tales of pets who made huge mistakes. From dogs who dug up the backyard to cats who climbed up the curtains, we've got it all, so be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video.